On YouTube before I forget. Okay. Live on YouTube. Live on YouTube. We got a few more things that I want to get done before I'm happy with everything. One of the main ones is some helper controls would be huge. Also maybe fixing up some of the controls, but that might be a bit of a larger task just because of how poopy this stuff is. What am I looking at? Brother, what the hell is wrong with your stream? Man, what the hell is wrong with your stream? What do you mean? What the hell is this? Brother, you're on 160p. What are you... Man's looking at colors. What's going on? Check the next picture. What's the next picture? Oh, this motherfucker's got 630 download speed. I literally don't know what to tell you. Send a complaint to Twitch. I don't know. Is it because I'm not a partner? Oh my god. It's autoing to 160p so it doesn't buffer. I don't think I have anything special on my stream that would cause it to lag on for someone, right? Right? I don't know, right? Like, I don't think I have any special panels or anything. It's all like basic, generic Twitch stuff. I don't have any plugins. I'm watching Minecraft. Can you read anything? What does it say? Let's get this out of the way, the button helper thingy. There's always the YouTube stream, Twiggy, if you want to try that instead. There is always that option. Hold on, I gotta open up my references. My references. Okay. So the button helper thingy is like this. I don't know what the terminology for this would be in UI UX design. It's like buttons. There's buttons. It's some buttons. Like we have one here, which is J. But alternatively, I guess we could have some buttons in the corner that just show the controls. So here's what I'm thinking. All right. Here's what I'm thinking. We just have two. Right now, none of the controls are like dynamic in the sense that they're changed by what your settings are. So they're always like right now static. They're not the best controls. I don't like them, but it's what Unreal is pushing as the defaults, which is shit. I would like to change those, but that's a way bigger task. So for now, we're going to just put something on the side here that'll show all of the boutons. And whenever we switch between controller and non-controller, then we can just slap those bad boys on there. That's what I'm thinking we'll do. Yeah. That's the plan. Uh-oh. Oh, actually, no, we're fine. Canvas panel. Hell yeah, Nix. Glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Position X is negative 64. We'll do 64 here. Might as well keep it consistent. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Got all the achievements? Yo, huge. Humongous. Do I have a custom widget to just show a control for something? That'd be really nice. Don't know if I do. I feel like I made something like this in the past. Loading tooltip, locker button, loading screen. No. Balls. It would appear I don't have tooltip template. That ain't it. That's not it. Nope. No, I think we're just gonna have to make our own thing, which is fine. Which is fine. You know, it's fine. It's fine. I could use something else. The only problem is that it requires an input name, which I do not want. Like, we can use the action labels, but I don't really want to use that. Like, what is action label? Yeah, see, I don't want to do stuff like that because then that's not the right thing. Can I do like left mouse button? Is it going to show A? No. Shit. Yeah, see, that shows an actual action key. I don't want that to be the action key. Oh, wait, key label. Wait. Nope. No, that's not what I want either. All right, well, I guess we're doing this ourselves. Fantastic. Oh, interesting. I'm seeing someone pointed out that the left mouse button does something different on Cyberpunk. It's to move the camera. Interesting. And then right click. To be fair, yeah, right now, when you hold left click or right click in the photo mode, they both do the same thing. So ideally in the future, we change all these controls to be not shit. Or maybe I'm lazy and I say fuck it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see, horizontal box. So in the horizontal box, we are going to need an image. And then in there, we're going to need some text. Almost done drawing the new Steam capsule art for my game. How's that coming along? How's that coming along? Okay, so the one thing I don't like here is this might... How are they approaching this in Cyberpunk? They're kind of changing the order of it. AP's at Delta? Rest well. Okay, so move/rotate camera. Mouse. Left click. Oh! Whoa! It's a 100 by 100. Why does it look stretched? Oh, because I had it stretched. Doofus. I'm a doofus. I really hate the design of this fucking thing. I'm gonna be honest. I really hate it. This seems too big. So I want to take the image and put in a different one because both right click and whatever do the same thing. Okay, I'm not liking this so far. Maybe I want to capitalize it, but I'm not sure yet. I just hate these button icons. I was actually supposed to change all of the button icons. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. Okay, so move/rotate camera. What else we got in here? E and Q, up and down, up/down. I don't think I have any icons for keyboard or mouse, which is great. Would this be move/rotate camera? This would be like unlock camera. Unlock/rotate camera. Because can you move around with WASD? Oh, you can. I kind of like the idea of left click being up and down, right click is just looking around. I think what I would do for left click is panning. So up and down would be, yeah, up and down with left click, and then left to right would be like this, basically. Essentially imitating D and A. And then right click would just rotate. But currently that's just how it is right now. I no promises if any of this will change, by the way. Because I don't know if I'll get like super fucking lazy. Do the keyboard keys even do anything? No. Supposedly they're moving the focus of the buttons, but I don't see that happening. Which is great. Love that. C and spacebar go up and down as well, but I'm going to do E and Q. Just because that'll probably look a little nicer here. Well, maybe. Maybe. I'm like trying to put a key label in here. And it's like not changing it, so yeah. Like, is that supposed to show something, or is it just showing empty? It's just showing empty. That just does not work. This doesn't work! What did I show in the past for buttons? Don't I literally just show the text? I swear we literally just show the text. It's literally text. But I think before it would show something else. But I guess in this case, we'll just show text. Yep. It's gonna be real awkward. We'll bold it. Maybe we'll set the size to a little bit larger. But then, of course, the problem comes in. This shit is off center now. Wait, does that have a padding? Oh, no, it was the original. We can try to, you know, try to put it in place, you know what I mean? Surely nothing will go wrong by manually changing the padding of this, right, guys? This is looking more like a 25. Surely nothing will go wrong doing it this way, right? What's that free look mode? That's the photo mode. That'll be in V1.1. Yeah, I really don't like the look of the controls on the screen, but we'll just stick with it for now. Ideally, it'd be cool to like, we could still do that. But then the thing is I want this to be like a square. Button. And luckily, I love how a border does not like set itself to the size I want. Love that for me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is definitely not going to look pretty. Ugh. But we'll get some going. I'm thinking for the button, we can choose a different button. I think I have some different buttons in here. That matches more with like what we've done in the past, but man, it don't look good, let me tell you. Mainly because it's not a square. I'd have to surround this with like a desired size, which is really annoying. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Wrap with size box. .40 by 40, which is the exact same size as the mouse. Then I can go ahead and duplicate this. And then I'm going to put a padding on this one, 4 pixels, and then this could have the same one as well. What? There we go. That's as close as we get. It's just really annoying. I don't know how much of a hit putting a size box has, if any. Yeah, I love how text is not actually centered. It's not actually centered. There's a slight offset, which I think is probably the shadow offset causing that. Oh no, it's actually making it worse. Whatever. And it's actually not even a value of... It's a fucking half value? Good, Scotty. What's it for? Photo mode? It's just a fun thing that people can use if they're interested in taking like little cinematic shots of their gameplay and whatnot. Nothing too crazy, honestly. Is October still the month? Yes. Most likely once I get back from my break. My long break that I'll be taking. I'm going to be going on break. Oh. There you go. October 2026? No. October of this year. All right. Yeah, it looks okay. I'm not a big fan of how big the text is. Like, we could probably make this smaller. This whole thing could be smaller. This could be smaller too. Can make these 32 by 32. Yeah, I think I like that a little better. Yep, I think that is good. This I'm gonna put a bit of an alpha, maybe darken it a little bit. Okay. Unlike slash rotate camera, Q and E move up and down. Are there any other you know what people would love as well? More maps. Well, you can make a map when we put modding support in, if I end up getting around to doing that. Let me take a look at your thing, Golden. Is this it? No, that's not it. Okay. Are you making that in, dude, it reminds me so much of, is that GIMP? It looks like GIMP, the program. I see that, I keep seeing them comment that every time you post an update. Even if I did release more maps, the thing people would request is more maps again, so, like... Oh, hey, I added 5 more maps. Hey, can we get 5 more maps? There's not enough maps. Can we get like 5 more maps? Hey, I was thinking, I have a great idea. More maps. Like, let's get like 10 more. Can we get like 100 maps? Did I do an endless mode yet? No, I probably won't. I probably won't. Okay, what other controls do we have? Move up and down, unlock / rotate camera. Up and down, unlock / rotate camera. Create an algorithm that generates more maps. Surely it's that easy, right? It's just... Yeah, I don't want to upkeep this game forever. I want to fucking move on, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, Bill, that's the plan. So tomorrow will be my last stream for like 2 weeks. I got like family coming over. I got a bunch of stuff going on, so I'm gonna just chill out for like 2 weeks. That'll be my little vacation, even though it's not really a vacation at all. And then when I get back, post probably October 6th is what I'm thinking. We're gonna do like 50-50, I think. We'll do 50% working on 1.2, which will be the last update, I think. And then another 50% will be working on the new thing. Whatever the new thing is. I don't really know what other buttons we have in here yet. I would like a hotkey for the frame forward button. And kind of going from there. New thing is staring at a blank QE project for 3 hours. I don't know what the new thing is going to be. It could be any of the past projects. It could be a new project. Could be something else. Spacebar. I'd have to like redo all of the controls. Because right now, spacebar in the stupid default... I'd have to find a way if I can even like... I wonder if I can maybe override all of those defaults while still using some of them. I'm sure I could. Maybe. I did look through some of that code. You also need a hotkey to hide the UI. I'm thinking would be tab, probably. I think what's going to end up happening, maybe, is doing this photo mode in 2 stages. Either way, the filters and the effects are going to be in 1.2. So these effects, ideally, I'd want to do for like the update after this one. Let's get a button going for this then. Sure, let's make an input action for it. Fuck it. Okay. Photo mode frame forward. So on keyboard, I'm thinking like F. On Controller. Why? Why? Yeah. Let me see if I can put that straight into the photo mode blueprint. I don't actually know how frame forward even works. Where is that even being done? Is that literally just, oh, right here. Game pause, delay, game paused. Okay. Probably just copy that and it should be fine. I made middle mouse my toggle laser / flashlight, by the way. It feels good. A hell yeah. Hell yeah. I wonder if I should add a little visual effect when you do that. Nah, it's a waste of time. But it's a waste of time. But bro, what is going on? Like when you push the button, you hear a little clicky sound, similar to when you're out of ammo. We do that little effect there. I don't think it's worth the time to do that right now. So, frame forward. Okay, so what I can do here, actually. No, I'm just going to do the same thing. Duplicate, frame forward. This is just one button. We're going to delete one of the buttons. And it left a size box there. Honestly, I'm okay with that. F for frame forward. You love to see it. You love to see it. Now, the beauty of this is I'm going to have to take this entire thing here and duplicate it and create a version for controller. The beauty of it is I don't really have anything for that, so unlock / rotate camera. Let me check here. So right is rotate, left thumbstick is move. What is move up and down? Oh my god, it's the thumbstick in and out buttons. Why? It would appear, by the way, the frame forward button is not working. Oh, it's because it's not turned to execute while paused. Of course. Why, of course. You can't clear the key binding for spacebar and it already serves the same function as 3 other bindings in the... Welcome to Unreal Engine. There are certain things that are... It's because the add default bindings boolean is kind of served as like a temporary solution, which I understand. You have to go into C++ and you can remove parts of them, but I have to duplicate the code entirely, basically. So then that way I can do entirely my own bindings, which I might end up doing. We'll see. I don't know. No guarantee, okay? No guarantee. Okay, let's see. Did that button work? Okay, the button... I'm slightly alarmed because... Oh, now it's working. What? Now it's not working. Okay, here's photo mode frame forward. Photo mode frame forward. We're gonna go into here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and listen for the input action. Or listen for action event. Which I believe should still work. Photo mode frame forward. This will work when the game's paused, luckily. I don't even know how this one's working. It's not supposed to, technically. Ah. All right, and then I find this code that we have here, and I just copy over here. And look at that. And that's easy. Yeah, that's easy, baby. That's all it takes. Right? Surely. I'm pushing the button. And I can hear the sound. You guys hear the sound? It's like it's doing it, but maybe it's too performant. Maybe it's not allowing for a frame to go forward. Huh. Maybe the delay's too quick. I swear 0.0 duration in UE4 is the same as the UE5 equivalent of like wait for a frame or whatever the fuck they call it. The audio is just really buggy. Nothing else is moving forward. It definitely does not function the same way as like frame forward does. What is this error? What do you... Oh. What are you yelling about? Ah, probably this. Yeah, probably that. Yeah, probably that. Yeah, probably that. Can I like force click a button? Like force activate an on clicked? Never tried to do this before. I don't think I've ever called this event dispatcher, which is funny because like it seems like a given. I don't even know if it'll play like the on press event, like when you click it, if it'll play the sound effect. It's just bugging out the audio. Even though it's literally calling the same event. See, look, I can press the button myself. But pushing the actual hotkey does nothing. I am pushing the right button. Well, clearly I am pushing the right button because it's doing something. It's just really buggy. Photo mode frame forward. Let's try turning on consume. I might try the other node. Maybe this node's just not it. I don't know. Dude, that is why does it work? Why does it work better when you're pushing the widget button versus... That's so weird. All right, let's try a different one. Listen for action. Listen for input action. Okay, let's try this one instead. This callback probably won't work because it needs to be empty. Okay, let's see if this works any differently. Nope, still very buggy. Huh, that's funny. Pushing a button to activate it. What if we say the event type is on release? Obviously that would be really stupid. Basically the same thing. Why is there a difference? Why is there such a drastic difference? Let's try consuming? No, I don't think that's gonna make a difference. Whoa! I can't think of why this would have such a huge difference. I'm not really sure why. Like, we can try this. But the thing is, this won't be a frame forward. This will be 0.1 seconds forward. Let's see if it works, at least. Let's see if it works. Like, that works, but it's technically not... It's technically not... That's not a singular frame forward. That's a lot more than a frame forward. That's like 0.1 seconds. Like, it looks cool, but it's like not what we want necessarily. You know, Vixen? Whereas this is a frame forward. We can try 0, 1. Let's see, is there a delay for a frame? If we wanted to do this per frame, but in a duration, if we're doing 60 frames per second, what was the actual duration of that? 0.066? No, it's way less than that. 0.066. 0.0066? What was the MS? What's the millisecond timing for that again? For 60 frames per second? If we were to use 60 frames per second as our metric. I forgot what the millisecond count was for that. I don't remember. 8.33 milliseconds. Oh no, it's like 11. G dot max FPS 60. Oh, 16.66. That's what it was. 16.66 milliseconds. MS2 seconds. 16.67 is 0.01667. Oh, okay. So actually, this is very close to a frame if you had 60 frames per second. The funny difference is that frame forward does not unmute the game. Frame forward using the button causes that horrendous clipping sound. You can also type 1 divided by 16 the full input. That's true. I could have done that. That is true. You know what? You may be onto something. I could have done that. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of the audio cutting in and out. Not the prettiest thing in the world. But the button technically worked. Does it work on controller? Yes, it works on controller. It works, I guess. It works, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, that's all the buttons we have for now. Unlock / rotate camera, move up and down. Let's do rotate camera. Is going to be... Let me change this to the controller one. This is going to be gamepad. Wait, what are they calling the gamepad buttons? Oh, PlayStation or Xbox. Okay. Some really weird controls here that I would ideally like to change. Well, great. I don't want to put all of these fucking different directional things in here. God, I hate these icons. Man, this sucks. This sucks. This is ass. Because I'm not going to put... Ugh, I guess. I guess. Whatever. Okay, fine. Is there not a right stick in all directions? Maybe there's one here. Nope, nope, there's not. Well, that's just shit. There should be a thumbstick control that shows arrows in all directions, so then that way I don't need to have 4 different thumbsticks in here. But I suppose I'll have to do it. Honestly, this is just kind of unnecessary. I really don't think this is necessary. You know what I mean? I feel like it's pretty self-explainable, self-explanatory. but whatever. It'll be move camera. I'll make a different icon for that at some point or another. So now we need the left stick down. Left stick left. I really love how it just keeps changing the size. Keep it up, Unreal. You're yeah. Okay, move up and down. This is very awkward. This one's going to be even more awkward because it's the thumbstick buttons. Don't ask me why. Well, I would ideally like to change these. What a shitty control scheme. Like, what the fuck even is going on? Okay, this one we'll delete. And then we gotta put the real icon in, and this one is why. As in, why the fuck are these controls so ass? All right, move camera, rotate camera, move up / down, and move frame forward. I'm going to do something really stupid. I'm going to take this empty size box. I'm going to bring it over here, so then that way we have a bit of a spacing. Yes! Yes! It's pretty shit, but, you know, whatever, we'll do it. Move camera, rotate camera, move up / down, frame forward. Is there anything else on the controller that we need to show for now? Looks legit? Yeah, it looks all right. Ish. It looks okay-ish. Now what we need to do is whenever we are changing our control scheme, which key group, set player input key group. Uh-oh. Oh no. Can I bind a event to when this changes? Oh. There's no code in here, which means maybe in here. Maybe in here. Hold on. Wait. Update key label. Event update key label. Uh-oh. Update key label. Okay. Implement this to respond to data changes. Yes. Okay. All right. Show me the implementation. Cannot find declaration to go to. Oh. But there's a parent update key. So it's You're telling me there's nothing uses that? No, that's bullshit. But what calls that? On global key icon tags modified. On global key. Well, I guess we're coming up with our own method, which I got one. So no problem. What the hell am I typing? I can't even type anymore. Any key. Oh. Any key. Okay. Well, looks like well, looks like I got to do the same thing we did here. Check control scheme. Shit, what's it called? There's a word, key group, input key group. No, I don't want to set the key group. I want to get the group. Come on, man. What was the node called? Let's just find it. Surely it's somewhere in here. Surely. Auto settings. Nope. Returns the key group that contains the given key. No, I'd like to get the current key group that we're using. This shit has to be somewhere in here. Like it's gotta be somewhere in here. Or alternatively, we do an override for on key down. And then we check gamepad. What? Ah, there we go. Oh, that would have pissed me off if I couldn't get that to work. Set index. If it is a gamepad key, it'll be 1. Otherwise, it will be 0. And I believe that's how we have it structured already anyways. Okay, so now, lad. Oh, wait, I've been looking at YouTube chat. YouTube chat, how's it go? Oh. You know, Vixen. How'd he do? Okay, this should work now. Well, it works. Unless you start using a gamepad. Then it is not. I guess that's not considered as a key. Now it works? What the hell? And now it works. It doesn't make any sense. It literally doesn't make any sense. All right, well, I guess that works. I just really hate the audio popping in and out when we do frame forward. Not a big fan of that, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it'd be really cool to have the audio, like, echo out or something like that in this mode. Is it only when doing the binding? Yep. Pushing the button does not make the audio go in. Only, only when you push the button. I don't know. I don't know why. I literally do not know why. Someone did tell me that I can make it so sound effects always play even when paused, and that is an option. Well, that's not. That's a lie. Who said that? Unless maybe it has to be the master sound class. Nope. Someone lied to me. Or maybe it's a UE5 thing. That could also be a consideration. Could also be a consideration. I'm also seeing a lot of errors, which is kind of annoying me. Our music audio bus definitely always plays. Really, Martello? I don't know why. I don't know why it'd be different. I don't know. I don't know. Whether or not this sound plays when the game's paused in the UI. I guess that could be it. Like, I guess I could do that, but you guys won't believe it. Hitting the frame forward button is no longer... Oh, no, it works. What? Well, it's not playing the sound effect anymore, which is kind of nice. But then that means the sound effect is just playing through. Slow-mo also is no longer impacted by because of the fact that it's a UI, it becomes a UI sound. I don't know if I like that. I don't, but I wonder if you could turn something into a UI sound on the fly. Oh, no, but that's just for a singular audio component. I don't know if there's a easy fix to this. I don't think there is. Yeah, well. It's definitely not the nicest sounding sound in the world, right? You guys... I don't know if you guys can hear that. That, like, cutting sound. It almost sounds like clipping. Not the most desired sound effect. Now here in the cook pop-up, it's yelling at us because it's trying to read from get player character, and it can't because it does not have the player character. I don't actually know why the kick pop-up is even... Oh, it's because of the grenade, of course. How can I use get player character without it getting the spectator? I almost have to treat this like multiplayer, which is fucking so stupid. My only concern is this kick pop-up only appears when there's a grenade. Whatever, let's just do this, man. If it's valid, do the calculation. Otherwise, just go hidden. Problem solved. Either way, that's how it should be, because in spectator mode, we don't want any UI elements to even show up. Okay, now let's see how many errors we still have. We got a couple here. Inside of the base enemy character. Spawn bullet. Oh, that is... really bad. Oh man. This is the annoying thing about possessing different pawns while in play. We end up having situations like this where it can no longer use get player character correctly because all of my code uses this. In the future, I'm going to have to stop using this anyways for like most of the code because of multiplayer. So... get player character, my beloved. Can't really use it in multiplayer, unfortunately. You can, but I feel like... Now, like, obviously, I have very minimal multiplayer knowledge. A lot of it is just, like, doing research and whatnot, but from what I know, get player character is probably going to be used a lot more with, like, local getters, but most of the time you're probably not going to use that. You're going to do like a direct reference to the player character, or you're going to use like instigator to get if something hits something. Like I could probably use instigator here. But then again, it's also checking if we should get ammo. This is a check for the golden gun. I actually don't know what we can do in this situation. Like, I could do get all actors a class, but that's a really shitty way of doing this. I could save a variable to the player character somewhere in here. But is that problematic? Could be problematic. Well, is it problematic? I guess it is. Gör det bra. Am I about to do like a get all actors of class for Spawn Bullet? just to get the player character, because I can't traditionally use get player character in this scenario. Because the problem is, if we shoot and we open photo mode before it hits the enemy, what happens is that we are currently not possessing this player character, so it doesn't know what this is, so it can't cast this, and then this all errors out and brings us null, and then this nulls out, and I think the solution is just like in player start, on construct, we just save a reference to the player character. Like, obviously that's probably using up memory, but we could use instigator. Should try caching the player characters in the game state, and then you can access it there. I guess I'd have to cast to the game state then, which wouldn't be an issue anyways, because there's nothing really in there anyways. So the bullet, I believe, does have an owner. So, like, I was thinking about that. We could take the damage struct and do instigator. And I believe using that instead should not error out anymore. At least for that specific area. Yeah, this is a different... Is that different? Yeah, this is a different line. I want to say the instigator is... Instigator equals BP player character. Yep. Yep. A component on the game state. Then you don't need to cast for it there. Wait, how would you do that? Just make a component, then you don't need to cast for it there. Never tried to do that. Yeah, like we could just use instigator. But then the problem is get game state, get component by class. Oh, you could do that. Can you even add components to the game state? I thought the game state was like an empty class. Is it considered as like an actor in the scene? I don't think I have a game state in here. I don't even have a game state in the project. Which one is the default that it's using? Game state base? Oh my god, it is an actor. That's crazy. That's so weird. you would imagine this to be like a... let me check out the game mode. Oh my god, even the game mode. I'm having like a moment where I thought this was a specific way, but it actually is not. It actually does have components. Wait, what? Wait, what? 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 Game mode is the first act respawned in levels when a level starts right, and then it spawns everything else because that's what it's parented to everything. Then the game state, and then all the other actors run, begin, play. Okay, so there's one problem. We constantly respawn the player character over and over again, which means all this because of a photo mode, eh? All this because of a photo mode. I just destroyed the projectile. Photo mode is open. Yeah. Ah, fuck it. I guess we could do it this way. Either way, this is probably this is some multiplayer fuckery territory. I'm all for it. Because once I start learning multiplayer, we're gonna have to start doing things like this. We need to make a component. Here we go. Actor component. Suit game state component. I'm gonna start naming things without BP underscore. I don't understand why I wasn't able to search for that. Suit game state component. Okay, and then in this suit game state component, we're gonna want to create a, I think it's a function in a variable. Actual player character. And let's say this is going to be a reference, so we're just going to direct reference. Like I could just make it a regular player character, but I'm since the game state is always open, I don't think it matters. So we could probably just actually do our player character, like our actual blueprint. Yes. Yes. And then from here, well, from here, we need to put this into the game mode. This is going to be our new game state, the suit game state. And then in here, instead of reading from instigator, we're going to read from get game state, and then we're going to get component by class, and this will be suit game state component, and then this will return the actual component, and then from here we're going to get the actual player character. Although I should turn this into a function. And then in the function, in the off chance that this doesn't have a up-to-date variable, maybe we just do a get all actors of class, and then potato code. All right. Actual player character. If it's not valid, let's do something real stupid. Get actor of class. I tried doing something like this, but I saved off the actual player in a data asset from player begin play. So that could work as like what, a primary data asset? You could probably just you could probably use a primary data asset too, right? How do you get the primary data asset though? Wouldn't you have to save the primary data asset somewhere, or could you just direct read it from anywhere? You just need a variable reference to it. I guess you would still need to put that reference somewhere. All right, here's my potato way of getting our player character. Data assets can query the asset manager. Oh. Yes, yes. Yeah, I use that to make some like editor tools. But we'll stick with this method. It's a bit fucking hacky and it's a little gnarly, but you know. It's a little gnarly, but I approve. Let's make it a pure node. Surely turning this into a pure node won't break anything, right, guys? Get actual player character. Oh, God. Thing is, the data asset wouldn't be replicated properly where the component approach is able to be replicated. Right. Not that I care about that here, but... Oh, right. I don't need to cast to the player character because we're already getting the player character. That's... Oh, my God. And because I have that get all actors of class, now ideally that is like a final stand. You know, we don't want to use the get all actors of class, even though it doesn't really fucking matter. This technically should still work. Oh, this is quite the Frankenstein. This is actually quite the Frankenstein. But if it works, it works, right, guys? If it works, it works. Yes. Yeah, if it works, it works. It might be a little memory inefficient, but the thing is, we already have the player character in memory, which means the size map won't increase because, don't shoot me, I'm talking. Because it's already spawned in and loaded in and everything's loaded in. So it's not like we're actually like loading more things in, right? It's not a rhetorical question. It's an actual genuine question. We're not loading anything additional by keeping a reference to our player character because our player character is always in reference anyways. So... That's what I always assumed. Me too. I could be wrong though. You know how computers are. You know how computers are. I just love how we called it get actual player character. Yes. Check the reference viewer. It's probably doing the exact same thing. Yeah, see, it's literally just getting a reference to the player character and getting the exact same references that the player character has. Which is the same thing that the player character would do. So. Yeah. So, it's not like... Yeah. No. Actually, even then, I was thinking, oh, well, wouldn't this impact the main menu? No, because the main menu has a different game mode, which has nothing to do with this one. So, somebody make a game, but it's just managing memory in that screen right there. Someone get on it. That's dopamine waiting to be used and abused. I'm turning into Lady Gaga. Used and abused. It's like that one song that I forget the name of. What am I doing today, Ari? Fixing bugs, doing stupid shit. You know how it goes. As long as that component isn't the main menu, then you're good. Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense being in the main menu. We don't ever use the player character in the main menu, so. Guys, great news. Great news. Our bottom left controls that you guys can't see because... Wait, hold on. Oh, did you go like that? I already positioned it. It's showing the gamepad keys. Show the gamepad keys. Yeah. 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 I definitely have some people I just always watch on Twitch. Hey, there you go. You got the double whammy. You can go to the red, you can go to the purple. You can choose which color you prefer. Where'd you get those icons? Those are nice. They look like ass. What are you talking about? Why does this not work? Is it because I did unhandled? But I think if I do handled, wouldn't that just like remove all the key down buttons? They're from auto settings. Auto settings gives them to you. Did you not see that, Jay? And now the controller won't work. And now it works. And now this works. Man, I really love my job. Oh, and now the buttons won't work. No, none of the buttons work because I don't know why. Probably because I put handled in the fucking thing on the on key down. Wowee, I think I'm gonna explode. You know, I think I'm gonna explode. All right, on key down. I hate you. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. This is using the original user widget, so I don't have access to my custom buttons. My custom buttons. All right. Surely I can get the key group from this, right? From the input subsystem. Time to switch to a good browser. I'm still sticking through with Chrome. Even though I'm starting to fucking hate Chrome. What's like the good browser these days? And don't tell me one of these like that does an intense amount of advertising with gamers. I don't want to use any of those. Those all fucking suck balls in my eyeballs. In my eyeballs, those suck balls. I use Edge, not gonna lie. What the hell? This guy's a based Internet Explorer user. Brave? Wait, Ari, is your Twitch stream also... Is Ari getting hit by the weird fucking thing where it's like my stream for some reason doesn't work on certain people's stream? I think Twitch hates me and doesn't want people to watch my stream. I'm gonna search up input key. Let's search up input key. Maybe I can get the key group that we're currently using. It's really funny. We can set the player input key group, right? But I cannot get the key group that we're currently using. Because get key group only gives us the actual... Can I get the last key that we used? No? Okay, guess I'll just shit myself. Oh, right, yes, yeah. Instead of on key down, I think it was on preview key down. Yeah. Don't ask me why. Right, it was this. This is the problem. Yeah. Yeah, I remember now. Yes. No. No, not really. It's not 100% working. It's not... It's not 100%. It's not 100% getting the job done. You know, man, I don't, you know what, man? I don't care. I don't care. You know what? I don't care. As long as it initially changes back to what it's supposed to be, then doth not careth what the problemeth is. I use the browser that opens when I click a link and it does a pop-up browser for authentication. Wait, what? Isn't that Edge? It's Twitch, happens on every stream? What the hell? Stop drag and dropping, otherwise you're not a real game developer? I'm not a real game developer. You're right. I'm just a jackass that pushes buttons, and somehow things work. How many units sold of this game? At least 2. At least 2. Maybe a little more. Like at least 5. A little over 5. A real game dev creates their own engine? Yeah, sure. If they ever release a game. Maybe they will when they become old and then have 3 kids and then have grandkids and then have 5 million copies. Okay, that might be a little bit too much, okay? Maybe not 5 million copies. Let's not get too crazy here. I'm not like, listen, it's not like I have a Porsche outside. Which I do not. I would like to clarify that that was a joke. That I made. I do not have a Porsche. The Porsche's inside then. No. Listen, the saying is not catch me inside. It's cash me outside. All right. Who said that again? Who was it that said that? That person better not be like a felon or something. Okay, because I'm making that joke right now. Even though I'm sure that person's probably a piece of shit, but like, you know, whatever. I'll just still use the joke. That was like 2016, I swear. Yeah, and it stayed in 2016. I feel like all of those people, they like all do the same shit. They somehow make income. They start a podcast. Then they do a crypto rug pull. And then they disappear. And like no one ever sees them again. They're probably in like Dubai or something. Fucking living the dream. She's making music now? Really? She's famous? Really? Sorry, my bad. Jeez. Music in Dubai. Did not know. That's crazy. Is it good music? You managed to turn a meme into a career, which is rare. That's a lot better than the Hawk Tuah girl. By the way, how the fuck did that blow up at all? Define good. For example, Arby's is good. No one listen to that guy. He's fucking crazy, and I'm pretty sure he does cocaine. That's why he likes Arby's, is because he gets his cocaine at Arby's. It's for trap hood girls. Okay, so definitely not music for me. That's what you're telling me. Is that what you're saying? Music that is not for me. Oh my goodness gracious me. The owner is being set to the player control. No, I think that's fine. No, that's fine. Because we still own the same controller. Okay, all is good. You look like a trap hood girl to me? What the fuck? Look at me. What do you mean? What? I do not. Excuse me? This may be my true hidden identity. My true hidden identity is I am the creator of Windows 11. And I actually make a gajabillion dollars. And all of this is a green screen in the background. And in reality, I've got a huge view of the entirety of, name a city, rich city, New York. Yeah. $25,000 a month penthouse. Dubai? No, no. I do not approve of Dubai, personally. New York, though, I love going outside and smelling trash. What's the thing with New York these days? New York City. Is it like, have they improved their trash on the streets? We will be seeing you in a Hitman 4. Oh, man. Don't say this. Don't say this too loud. My CS teacher is going to find you and show you what he thinks of Windows 11. What is he, a psychopath? Jesus, what is it? What is he going to show me? His fucking back of his hand? Trash in the streets? Why are you talking about Paris? This is getting offensive very quickly. Everything we're talking about right now. everything we're talking about right now, it's getting real offensive real quickly. Hold on, I need to test the golden gun is what we just affected right now, which is, I believe, the single shot. We need to make sure that we are receiving that bullet again. All right, looks like we're all good. Now, it should work when we are in photo mode. Okay, we get the bullet back. Nice. Nice. I added procedural sway to the hands. Finally, my tactical aim assist. Does that make it feel more lively? Is that making the stuff feel more lively? Yeah, we got a cast to the player character there. What the shit, man? Now we no longer have a cast. Instead, now I have a get all actors of class, which is not that expensive anymore. Aha! Aha! Would I be able to make a good tutorial on overlays and parkour? What do you mean by overlays, Abu? Overlays? Oh, you mean like the UI? I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to be doing any tutorial stuff anymore. Like I will from time to time when I'm feeling it. And I'm still going to work on the Crimson Unreal Manual. The infamous Crimson Unreal Manual, yes. Acronym CUM. I will still work on this, and might have we might do like a widget blueprint tutorial in here, but I am no longer doing tutorials anymore. Or at least I'm not guaranteeing it. I will still make that manual. I'll probably make some videos because I did promise I would make those because you guys helped me out with the GoFundMe a long time ago. Those things I do, I still remember. So I'm still going to work on all that stuff. And then one day we'll do a cooking stream. We still got to do the cooking stream. We're going to make carbonara. Yes! Best documentation for Unreal is kind of just look at the code itself. Honestly, everyone shits on the Unreal documentation, but there's once in a while you come across like documentation that's actually filled out. And it's like, wow, this is Pog. It's fucking awesome. Please post when you're doing the cooking stream ahead of time. No, I'm just going to randomly do it one day. It's just going to randomly happen. Oh, great. The buttons haven't updated. Wow, fantastic. Great. Yeah, haha. Wahoo. Wahoo. The documentation, when I first started using UE4 back in like UE 4.7, that was a piece of shit. Okay, that was a piece of shit. Even though like the one tutorial that I needed to know and learn back when I was first starting out was the line trace tutorial. Thank goodness for that one. I used that one so much. Kids these days, they don't understand, all right? They're so fucking privileged. They got like some AI bullshit that 90% of the time teaches them the wrong things. You know, they got like documentation that's actually being filled out by a human being sometimes. You know what I mean? Bro's just gonna start the stream and half of his kitchen's gonna be smoking. What if we do a stream and it's a brunch? There's an AI assistant in 5.7 now. Can we turn it off? Can I delete it from... Can I delete the plugin for that? Please tell me I can delete the plugin for that. I'm going to take that plugin out back. Take the plugin out back. UE AI assistant. We're taking you out back. AI has been injected into your .exe forever. Well, on UE, in Windows 11, that shit's in your fucking browser. Or not in your browser, in your entire operating system. God, we need to move on from this timeline. We need to move on. We're in the stupid, silly AI arc. We need to move on from this arc. It's been too long. We're in like a 200 episode bloat. Fucking, we need to move on, all right? We need to move on. We need to move on. AI assistant experimental. God, fuck off. Oh, come on, man. Come on. No, go away. Stop it. No, go away. Go away. No, come on, man. Same AI already available in UEFN. Oh, God, go away. Go away. Is there anything else? Oh, wait, have I seen this page before? I have not. Shooting with different kinds of weapons. Oh, you mean animation overlays? I'm probably not the best person to answer that, to be honest. Hmm. 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 Megalights. Very cool. I like the idea of megalights. I just don't know if I'll ever use it. Yeah. Like, I feel like it's not game ready yet. I feel like this is very much like great for cinematics and anything non-games, but I don't know if I would say it's at a level where I would use it for a game. Nanite foliage and skinning. Nanite voxels. I think the voxel stuff is very cool. I already know some people who are excited for this. The AI stuff. Puke, vomit. Disgusting, vomit, gross. Disgusting, vomit, gross. Disgusting, vomit, gross. I feel like... Okay, can we full stop for a second here? I feel like with my negative, aggressive tone, I feel like I'm coming off as like a right-winged grifter streamer. I would like to note to everybody, okay? That's not what this stream is, okay? If that's what you're expecting this to turn into, okay? The next stream is next door. Asmongold's next door. He might be live. I don't know, maybe on Kick or something. This is not what the stream is. Don't assume this is what this stream is deriving into, because it's not. Okay, this is a woke stream. Okay, what are we looking at now? PCG framework. It's production ready. I thought he was taking a break. Who? Asmongold? I don't know. I don't watch him. I don't watch that. Is he taking a break because Twitch is cracking down on the view bots and he's scared that his advertisers or whatever fuck is going to see that his view count is plummeting because he doesn't actually have the view count that he has? Why are we talking about woke in the UI roadmap? No, I'm just saying, because I'm such a negative asshole, I feel like it might come across that I'm like, you know, in that realm, because I feel like that might be... Okay, I just don't want anybody to get that vibe. Procedural vegetation editor. That's pretty fucking sick. Is this their way of... Well, for one, I think this is their way of facilitating the changes that they're making with the nanite foliage, because a lot of it's going to be generative. And so they're probably going to make... Well, it's kind of like SpeedTree, but... His dad passed away. My condolences. Did not know. My condolences. Is that why he's taking a break? I could see that. It makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Fair enough. I still remember when his father was like, came into his house or his room, and he's like, this shit's, it's fucking gross in here. Oh, man. Oh, man. UX improvements for PCG. I have not used PCG yet, so... PCG editor mode. It's going to be cool to use more PCG, because I would like to use more PCG. I'm still stuck in fucking UE4. I don't get any of these things. Motion design is now production ready. Chat, my dad died. F's in the chat, please. Oh no, I'm not gonna be an asshole, even though I don't agree with anything Asmongold says, but I stand corrected. AI assistant, puke, home screen. Huh? Oh, is this like a new UI for when you're starting a project? Or is this literally the Epic Games launcher has been completely redesigned? No, this looks like when you open up Unreal without opening a specific project. That's what this looks like. Orthographic clipping interactions? Oh my god, they're actually putting some emphasis on the orthographic camera? Improve save and delete dialogue boxes? You can use the enter key in the asset deletion pop-up. Yes! Previously unavailable. Yes! That one YouTube video where the guy was like, why can't I click the enter key in this window, which is pretty fucking standard. He made a difference. That one YouTube video that like, what the fuck is this UX? And then people in the comments were like, well, this is a useless video. I'll just get used to it. Finally. Yes! Delete multiple assets without repeatedly clicking accept with the mouse. Yes! Rely on more consistent, intuitive dialog box. Yes! Improve save asset interactions. Saving assets in the editor is now smoother and more consistent. You no longer need to click in the viewport or switch back to the content browser just to enable saving. Yes! Epic! You're plus 2 points. The bar. Okay, this is the bar. You were like here, okay? But like now you're like over here. Yes! Yeah! Save assets with Control S directly from the asset or level editor tab. Yes! Skip the extra step of clicking in the viewport before saving. Yes! By the way, what you should be doing is just changing your default preference and making it so you just save all no matter what. We added an enter key, cinema. You don't know. No one knows. You fuckers using C and assembly and whatever and not having an editor. You don't even know the struggle, okay, of having basic functionality in your editor for 10 years. Improvement is available in 5.7. Oh my god. They did it. Improved window dragging interactions. Dragging windows inside the editor is now more intuitive, less disruptive. In previous versions, clicking and dragging on any header bar would undock the entire level editor from full screen, often by accident. Oh my god. They did it. Epic Games hired an actual UI UX designer / programmer, and they're not putting the fucking other guy programmer, the thing, on UI. Drag windows and panels without undocking the full level editor. Actual breakdowns. Okay. No, it's good. It's still good. Improved blueprint editor duplicate interactions. Duplicating items in the blueprint editor is now smoother and less disrupted. And duplicating will clear your selection, forcing you to manually reselect. Dude, it is. Dude, the YouTuber, that one YouTube video actually came across. Oh my god. It actually did. What was it called? UE5 user experience. God, I gotta. What was that video? It was kind of trolly, but it was great. Who was it that made that video? I need to know who, guys. Oh god. Oh god. Get this fucking guy out of my. Get him out of here. Okay, which channel was it? Someone knows. Using Unreal Engine. Someone's got to know what the channel is. No, they're not listening to me. They're listening to a different channel who is a lot less of an asshole than I am. I forget what the channel is called. They literally listed out all of the weird UX things that would occur in Unreal, all of the little inconsistencies, and I think Unreal listened to that video, which is great. I really love seeing all these videos that are like reimagined by AI. Wow, wow, look at that, some slop. Wow. I don't know where the video is, guys. This is really bad. Asmongold appears we mentioned his name. No, if you search up anything game development related now, you will get recommended a Asmongold video. It's great. Love as a game developer, love it. I don't know where the video is. Anyways, they were talking about a bunch of little quirks that occur, inconsistencies when you're doing things, and one of them was actually this: when you duplicate items in the component editor, it will deselect the thing, which makes no sense. And I love the YouTube comment reactions to that is, well, you wouldn't do this in the component editor anyways. You shouldn't be using it that way. So this isn't an issue. No, it's an issue because there's a huge UX inconsistency, which makes it feel like ass. So it should be fixed, not completely ignored. Yeah, anyways, cool. Very good changes in 5.7. I'm looking forward to 5.7. Amazing. Things are looking up, guys. Things are looking up. Build health tracking and visualization. That's very interesting. That's interesting, actually. Things are looking up. Now, I'm a little worried. They have 3 different tools in here that says they're production ready. Now, are they production ready in the eyes of the general public use or production ready in the eyes of Epic? Because I don't know about... what was the last thing that went production ready that was still a little buggy? To be honest, I don't know, actually. 5 push-ups? That's not production ready. All of UE5? UE5 is still, like, I would say... It's getting there, though. They're getting there. I'm definitely not production ready. Who is? How about PSO shader caching? Well, what do they have to do there? Like, I know they're making, like... like, like, PSO caching is pretty... accessible for the most part now, right? And they've been also doing a lot of educational content on PSO pre-caching. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've been doing a lot of improvements on it. Like, Ari has been doing a lot of tutorialization stuff for PSO pre-caching and whatnot. And Tom Lumen, I think, made a whole thing on PSO caching and all that stuff. So I feel like it's pretty accessible. It is obviously It can be quite technical. That's something I'm gonna have to learn. Can't wait. I can't wait to learn that. UE5. Ah. Unless I use DX11, which I don't think makes use of PSO pre-caching whatsoever. Right? Like, I don't think PSO pre-caching is a thing on DX11. I thought it was a DX12 thing. All right, so the button helper is there, but it doesn't 100% work all the time. Okay, one problem I have is... God, where do I get the... I swear there's a way of getting the key group. Where is this? Do I have this saved in one of my blueprints? No, not in here. What about the player character? We're not saving the key group anywhere. Is it being saved in the game mode? No. Is it being saved in player HUD? No. I swear, any key. What? Player controller, any key. Using gamepad. Set player input key group. How do you get the input key group? You can only set the player input key group. You can't even get the player input key group. What? What? Oh my god. Well, we have a reference to using gamepad in the player character. So we can get our game state again. We can get a component by class. Then we can get the actual player character and then get a gamepad, which is a message, but we don't need to do that. We could just use this. And then we can check if we're using the gamepad. Oh, and then on begin play. We could do this. And luckily it's using the same Boolean. We're all good. All is good. All is good. All right. So now when we open this instantly, it should show us the proper thing. If I use controller, it shows controller. Oh my god. It's all good. It's all working. It works. The game feels squeaky clean. Squeaky clean. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. Now, we just have one thing, which is slow-mo affecting the photo mode. But other than that, everything is feeling pretty ready for... the 1.1, I think. Besides the sound cutting in and out, that is awful. I don't know why there's a huge difference between this and the other one playing. It doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe this one's so much shorter because the delay is 0.0 seconds that it like gives no time for the audio to play at all. Whereas here we have 120 FPS. So it's possible I might have to actually read the actual frame rate that we're at and then do a calculation. Because if I do t.max FPS 60, the frame forward button sometimes doesn't work. Interesting. How do you get the current frame rate? Where it doesn't register? It's... no, I think for that one, that's just because the button is fucky, similar to the other things. I think that one is a little different. It could be, but I think that one is that button issue. I'll think. Delta seconds and then do the math. I guess we could just get delta seconds, because that's the millisecond calculation we need, right? I don't think we need to do any math. Where the fuck I am? Where did I put my... It's not in here. The photo mode frame forward button? Is it in the pause menu? What is going on? What's with my potato code? Ah, here it is. Get delta frame, get world delta seconds. I think this is literally all we need for the delay. Oh, see, this is skipping ahead now, too. Oh, God, the sounds is awful. It's like we almost need to turn off sound effects in this mode. Yeah, we might want to just turn off sound effects here. I think we multiply this by 1.2 just to certify that it actually goes through and plays the delay. Otherwise, it might not play it. It sounds so bad. Can we just like... My ears? I know, I'm sorry. Okay, what if we do something really hacky? This delay is very short, so the likelihood of someone breaking this very minuscule. Set audio volume. That's for Fmod. No, that's for Fmod. I want to set the volume. No, not the audio component. Okay. Set bus volume? No. Set bus? No, I don't think it's a bus. I don't think it's called a bus. Let me look in my game instance, because I do all the audio stuff in there. Ha! Register bullshit. Luckily, this does it on Fmod, so I can just take the sound mix class override for Unreal's sound effects, set that to 0, then reset it back to its actual volume. Fmod won't be adjusted, so the music will continue to play. So this should work. Am I using Fmod? I do, yeah, but we only use it for music, which is a bit weird, but yeah, we only use it for music. We don't use it for we don't use it for anything else. Just music. I'm going to set a fade in time for the audio. I'm surprised that's even there. That's great. Love that. All right. I fixed it. That's good. I feel a lot happier about the fact that we don't hear an immense amount of clipping anymore. Okay, that sounds a lot better because we don't have that weird, really awkward, uncomfortable clipping occurring anymore. Very good, very good, very good. All right, feeling good about that. All right. Great. Good stream. Is Fmod free to use for commercial? I would read their license terms, because they have specific terms for commercial use. Did you see this one, by the way? Why'd you punch the fire extinguisher? Why'd you do that, man? Why'd you do that? Hit you in the back of the head. Back to level 1 you go. It's like gambling. Well, time to pull. Will the fire extinguisher fly in the air and then hit me in the back of my ass, or will I survive? There was a point in time where I was thinking of turning off the fire extinguisher from damaging the player, but then I told myself, no, I don't think I will. Tomorrow, last stream for 2 weeks, I believe. Last stream before I go on my break. Yeah, I will get a patch out for this. This will be 1.1.3. And then that should be starting to get everything rounded out for releasing this patch. And then hopefully I go on my break and nothing big happens. Luckily, like, I still have, like, I guess I have the weekend. But like, ideally, I would like the weekend to not have to do any work. But if I have to, then I shall. Anyways, thanks for dropping by, everybody. See you tomorrow for the final stream before my 2-week break. Yes. Yes. Have a great day. Thanks for looking around. Blah, 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 blah. I'll see you guys around. I gotta figure out some food. All right. All right. Okay. Have a great day. Goodbye. See you later.